This program is brought to you by generous donations from the community and sponsored by Stifel Financial.
Good evening. My name is Lynn Forbes, your host for tonight's edition of Nevada County Now. Tonight, we are going to start off the show a bit differently. Poetry is a powerful tool for expressing complex emotions, fostering empathy, highlighting social injustices, and inspiring action through evocative language. It allows people to connect deeply with themselves and others on a shared human experience, essentially acting as a mirror reflecting the complexities of life and society, and sometimes even pushing for change. Poetry Out Loud is a national program that encourages high school students to study and recite poetry. This program helps improve public speaking skills, build self-confidence, and learn about literary history. And this year's local competition champion, Dino Parks, is a senior at Sierra Academy of Expeditionary Learning. This is his third year doing poetry out loud and his second year competing at the state level. He will be headed to the Capitol in March to compete for a chance to attend the national competition in Washington, D.C. And Dino is here with us to share his experience. Welcome, Dino, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How excited are you?
I'm very excited. I'm a little less nervous than last year.
You got a little practice in?
Got a little practice. I did actually make it to, I was fourth place in state last year. So I was able to, do my third poem, which not a lot of people get to do in state, which was extra practice.
Awesome. So have you always been a poet? I mean, have you been writing poetry since you were a little kid?
No, actually. I've always loved, I feel like art was my main thing, and I never really actually liked English or writing in general. But then in 10th grade English class, we started writing our own poetry, and it started something.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been writing my own poetry. I've been more fascinated by poets across the world, and that started a deeper love of language.
Okay, so not to put you on the spot, do you have any favorite poets?
I do.
Okay.
Richard Siken is my favorite poet.
Richard Siken.
Yes, I was able to contact Angelica. She's in charge of Poetry Out Loud.
Right.
I was able to, I pestered her maybe a little bit to get Richard Siken on the website, just because I love him so much.
As far as posting his poetry on the website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that? Is that poetryoutloud.com?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an app. It's a website.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And I have one more question. And if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to recite your winning poem. Is that good?
Yes.
What is there a common theme of the among the poems that you write? Do you find that yourself, you're writing about a certain subject or in a certain category?
With what I've written in my life, it's very of the now, of what's happening in my life now. Not really dwelling, I don't know. It's more personal, but not too deep into what. It's hard to, yeah.
If we listen to your poem, do you think we'll kind of see a little insight into your soul here, and a little more insight about what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. The poem is not one that I've written, because it's from the website, and it is a Richard Siken poem.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to read one of your favorite poets.
Yes, and his work, I'd say I'm probably a little influenced by it, and his is a lot about the now and the day-to-day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, please, we'd love to hear it.
All right. This is Meanwhile by Richard Siken. Driving, dogs barking, how you get used to it, how you make the new streets yours, trees outside the window, and a big band sound that makes you feel like everything's okay. A feeling that lasts for one song maybe, the parentheses all clicking shut behind you. The way we move through time and space, or only time, The way it's night for many miles and then suddenly it's not. It's breakfast. And you're standing in the shower for over an hour holding the bar of soap up to the light. I will keep watch. I will water the yard. Knot the tie and go to work. Unknot the tie and go to sleep. I sleep. I dream. I make up things that I would never say. I say them very quietly. The trees in wind, the streetlights on, the click and flash of cigarettes being smoked on the lawn, and just a little kiss before we say goodnight. It spins like a wheel inside you. Green yellow, green blue, green, beautiful green. It's simple. It isn't over. It's just begun. It's green. It's still green.
Wow. If I had an audience, we'd all be clapping for you. That was beautiful and so articulate and composed and very, very impressive.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. We are proud of you. Go rep us.
I will.
In Sacramento.
Yes.
And we will see you in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
You will be there.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Okay.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Dino.
you.
That was really wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, don't go away. We will take a short sponsor break and be right back.
Thank you to Stifel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer a higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stifel.com.
One of our goals as an agency is to bring that awareness that in our community there's still needs out there for firewood, especially in the senior population, and that as together as a community, we can meet that need.
Each year gets a little harder and a little harder, but just seeing this, I feel like one of the lucky ones.
The firing of thousands of federal workers this past week by the Trump administration hits home. 21 people were fired from the local Tahoe National Forest workforce. 21 from a roughly 200-person staff may not seem like a big deal, but some of the Forest Service workers who were laid off were trained and qualified in wildland firefighting. This has been described as round one of the reduction. The plan to dramatically scale back the size of the federal government has serious consequences here locally as well as nationally. In addition to the firings, the funding for timber operations and vegetation management projects like the South Yuba Roadside Fuel Break project along Highway 20 has been frozen. Natural resources specialists and timber staff have been fired from the TNF. These people not only draw up the plans for fuel reduction projects, they also go into the field to supervise the projects. The loss of 21 highly qualified individuals makes a huge impact on the local efforts to keep our communities safe, especially since the federal government owns more than 169,000 acres of land in Nevada County, land that needs constant care and management. In addition to wildfire impacts, campgrounds in the National Forest, Tahoe National Forest, will most likely be affected. How is yet to be determined. However, we can make educated assumptions that trash service, campground staff, water, and bathroom services will all be affected. Without campground staff, wildfire instances are a greater risk. Mitigation for fire season is now. We have no time to waste. We will continue to monitor this situation. This past week, the City of Nevada City took over operational control of the Miners Foundry Cultural Center. A newly formed City Council committee is hosting a facility tour and listening session for the community from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. on March 6th at the Miners Foundry. The city encourages the community to tour the historic venue, learn about its capabilities, and provide valuable input on future programming and community use. Mayor Gary Peterson stated at the recent City Council meeting, "We want the community to be active participants in shaping the future of the Miners Foundry. While we are committed to preserving the Foundry's rich history, we also see tremendous potential for expanding its role as a community resource. I encourage anyone that lives in Nevada City to come and contribute their ideas and vision." Attendees will have opportunities to provide feedback. Refreshments will be served, and all ages are welcome to attend. For those unable to attend in person, an online survey will be available on the city's website at www.nevadacityca.gov from March 6th to March 20th. Once again, here's Nevada City in the news. Our former Gold Rush town has been named one of the best small towns in America. It was the only town in California to make the Country Living magazine list. The magazine selected 10 destinations in California, Georgia, Oregon, Massachusetts, Kentucky, Texas, South Carolina, Ohio, Maryland, and New Hampshire for its list. Combined elements, along with a unique local culture, have fostered a tourism industry that sees approximately $286 million annually from its visitors. Congratulations to all of the businesses, individuals, homeowners, and government personnel who work so hard to make Nevada City a jewel for all who visit. Okay, don't go away. We'll be right back with our guests.
When you hear California Wine Trail, the first thing that probably comes to mind is Napa Valley or Sonoma. But what if I told you there's a hidden treasure right in your backyard? A place where award-winning wines meet breathtaking views, an experience you simply can't miss. On this trail, you'll savor wines that have earned their place among the best and discover rare, one-of-a-kind varieties you might never have heard of. Each sip is a story, crafted to surprise and delight. Between each winery, the scenery will take your breath away. Rolling hills, blooming trees, sparkling streams, and wildflowers paint the landscape. The Sierra Foothills American Viticultural Area was established in 1987. It holds a history as rich as its wines. During the California Gold Rush, pioneers planted the region's first grapevines, starting a tradition that thrives to this day. So, if you're ready to discover unforgettable wines, stunning views, and a little piece of California's history, this is the excursion you've been waiting for.
Hi, I'm Erin Tarr, Executive Director of the Bayou Land Trust. We're a local nonprofit that's been around for 33 years. We've protected over 25,000 acres of land, built over 50 miles of trail, and are always looking for new ways to connect the community with nature.
I'm Sean Clark, and I work on our lands and trails at Bayou Land Trust. We'd love to have you become part of the Land Trust family. You can head on over to bylt.org to become a member, make a donation, or sign up for a volunteer work party, and come help us steward the land.
In the heart of California's Sierra Nevada foothills, Nevada County isn't just a place to live, it's a community to thrive in. At the Nevada County Economic Resource Council, we're committed to supporting our local businesses, fostering innovation, and creating opportunities for entrepreneurs to grow. Whether you're starting a new venture or expanding an existing one, the Nevada County ERC provides the resources, guidance, and connections you need to succeed. Your success, our mission. Join us today and be a part of Nevada County's bright future. Visit ncerc.org and let's grow together.
Hi, I'm Karen Lee Sharp, and I want to just say all our lives are very busy, yet hopefully never too busy to be awake and look around on a weekly basis and notice who in the community might need a little extra love. I love the pay it forward idea. So, be adventurous with strangers and venture out into the world with positive, fresh eyes to see where you can create spontaneous acts of kindness. Human kindness. Oh, God, it feels so good.
Hi.
Nevada City and Grass Valley joined Pioneer Community Energy's Community Choice Aggregation program last year, and the Nevada County Board of Supervisors will vote tomorrow whether the county will also become a member. Community Choice Aggregation is a program that allows local governments to purchase and/or generate electricity for their residents and businesses instead of relying on investor-owned utilities like PG&E. And here to give us more details about this program is Pioneer Community Electric CEO Don Eckert and Nevada City Mayor Gary Peterson. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. So, as far as the supervisors vote tomorrow night, are you feeling confident that this is going to be approved?
Yeah, very much so. So we've been almost 2 years now back and forth talking with the Board of Supervisors. Also, we have just a great success in Nevada City and Grass Valley, thanks to our mayor here as well. Mm-hmm. And it's just a natural fit, and we're looking forward to the vote tomorrow.
So this will impact unincorporated residents living in unincorporated areas,
that is
correct?
Correct.
Got it, okay. And then, Mayor, you have had this experience for the last year for your community. I know it was probably a similar process getting to an approval point, and then the implementation of what you guys have signed up for. So how has the year been, and what have you seen as an upside?
Well, I think,
or a downside, whatever.
I think the really important thing is the seamless nature by which we switched over from PG&E to Pioneer. Pioneer's very good at this work, and most people never notice much of a change. You see it on your bill, and you learn what to look for. There's been nothing but positive for us. We're saving within the city itself. We're saving 25% on most of our electrical. Individuals are seeing 25% savings. It's important to understand that 25% savings is on the energy purchase portion of the equation. PG&E will still always transmit the power, and there's charges for that.
I see.
The 40% of the bill is your energy costs, and we're realizing right now, today, in Nevada City, 25% lower rates than Pacific Gas and Electric.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And as far as customers who, it's really funny, I have never heard about this program, so I'm hoping that the word gets out through programs like this and other materials, because I think that it's a great choice. I mean, people can still choose to go with PG&E. Is that correct?
Yes, so that is correct. So we are a community choice aggregator, community meaning that we're owned by the community, and our board of supervisors, or our board, directing board, is made up of representative from each member agency, of which Mayor Peterson sits on our board. And you decide the rates, you decide the strategy, you decide the policies. It's about choice. So it's a choice between us and PG&E. And then aggregation just is a fancy word to say that the entire community comes over to the CCA, and we buy power for them in bulk for economies of scale.
What about people who have solar? How does this affect them?
Absolutely no impact at all. And in fact, those with solar do better with us, and that we pay a half-cent premium over PG&E for excess generation to the grid.
And does the true-up that occurs through PG&E for solar customers continue to happen, or does that get realized in a different way?
It's realized in a better way, and that will true up each month so that they're not facing a large bill at the end of 12 months. And no matter what vintage you're on, as far as a NEM, net energy metering 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, it just carries over to us. There's no impact at all.
Is this program statewide? In other words, how many communities in California, first off, that's one question, but secondly, how many communities in California do take advantage of this option?
Yes, so it is statewide. It was forced through legislation back in 2002. The first CCA launched in 2010, and right now there's, in the last 15 years, there's 25 CCAs similar to Pioneer, serving over 200 communities in the state.
And it's only California, is that correct?
It is only California at
Got
this
it,
point.
got it.
There's a small subscriber in other parts of the state, such as Massachusetts, or other parts of the country, but the majority of it is California.
Right, right. Mayor, can you tell me, with this money that you're saving, are you able to reapportion budget money? Is it discretionary, or do you have to reconfigure the budget to reflect this 25% savings?
Well, given the size of Nevada City and the size of our budget, every dime is accounted for. So every savings matters, and we have plenty of places to put everything.
No, I'm sure.
And I did want to comment also, as a solar customer, I do have found that this works out very, very well. It is seamless, it is flawless. I make a little bit more money, and I don't face a horrendous true-up once a year. So that is really beneficial to the solar folks. We are saving money in the city, and that money goes right back into our facilities and everything else. But I think also, when you look at the real true difference with CCAs, is that the profit stays in the community rather than go to stakeholders. And that gets reinvested in a number of ways. There's a number of energy saving programs that Pioneer offers, air conditioning tune-up, LED light bulbs, that are all subsidized by the cost of, the money generated from the power, as well as we're looking at potential investment in biomass and other energy generating options, so that we can generate our own power, and that's extremely beneficial as well.
That's interesting, because it's not just the immediate savings; it's also the ripple effect of the reinvestment of that money.
Exactly.
Very interesting. Sounds like a win-win.
It truly is, and we track a number of the other CCAs. I was involved in the growth of one early on, and understood the benefits, and was really pleased when I got here to Nevada City to find that Pioneer was interested. And we've heard no complaints, and people are free to stay with PG&E and pay more. Everybody gets a choice.
And we do have a 97% participation rate in Nevada
I was just
City
going to
and West
ask the
Valley.
question, 97%.
Yes.
And for the 3%, if they want to move over, they can do so at any time, I'm assuming.
So if they need to wait about a year to move over, but as soon as they're ready to do that, we're happy to have them.
Okay, great. Well, this has been interesting. It's a wonderful option for our community. Appreciate the information. And if people want to find more information, is it on the city website or the county? Where can they get more information?
Certainly come to our website at pioneercommunityenergy.com, and we're really excited to have the county coming on board as well.
Okay, fantastic. Congratulations in advance, should that happen. We'll put the URL in the show notes on YouTube. So
thanks so much.
Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you. Well, folks, thank you for watching this edition of Nevada County Now. If you would like to help contribute or write stories, appear on a show, or even become a host, please check out the details on our website at nevadacountymedia.org/NCN. This program is local news and information brought to you by locals. Remember to stay safe, take care of each other, and get out there and explore all this community has to offer. Good night.